Update 3. My parents sold the land I've been paying taxes on for a decade to my cousin for $100. Family helps family, they said. So I called my lawyer about the access road, and their faces turned pale when. I have Bailey on standby for a conference call if we need legal clarification. We don't need lawyers, Mom snapped. We need you to stop this nonsense. Cade leaned forward, all charm. Come on, Soph, we can work this out. Family. If you say family helps family one more time, I'm calling Bailey immediately. Dad cleared his throat. Sweetheart, we understand you're upset about the land. No, you really don't. I pulled out a folder. But let's focus on the current situation. Cade bought property with no legal access point. The only road in belongs to me. It's a family road, Mom protested. Actually, it's not. Here's the deed. I slid it across the coffee table. Purchased 3 years ago, completely separate from the adjacent properties. Cade grabbed the paper, scanning it frantically. This can't be right. The realtor said. The realtor wasn't selling you road access. My parents were selling you landlocked property. So what do you want? Cade demanded. Money. I smiled. Now we're talking business. Yes, I'm willing to sell a right-of-way easement. How much? Dad asked quietly. $75,000. Mom's coffee cup clattered against its saucer. Cade shot to his feet. That's insane. He shouted. It's a gravel road. It's the only legal access to property you plan to develop into a resort. I kept my voice level. Without it, you have unusable land. You're trying to ruin me, Cade accused. No, I'm charging market rate for an essential business asset. Isn't that what entrepreneurs do? Mom was crying now, dabbing her eyes with a tissue. I can't believe you're doing this to family. Interesting. I opened another folder. Let's talk about what family does, like these text messages from Dad promising me the land, or these emails from Mom about my tax payments, or this notarized statement about verbal contracts and fraud. The room went very quiet. You kept all that? Dad whispered. I'm practical, remember? I document everything. Cade paced the room. This is blackmail. No, it's business. You want to build a resort, you need road access. I'm offering it for a price. We can't afford that, he said. Then I guess Whisper Pines' resort is staying a whisper. Mom stood up, hands shaking. You've changed. You've become hard, calculating. I've become like you, I interrupted. I learned from the best. Mom, all those years watching you manipulate situations, watching you play favorites, watching you dismiss my work and my dreams because they weren't flashy enough. That's not fair, Dad protested. Fair? I laughed. Was it fair to let me pay taxes for 10 years on land you gave away for $100? Was it fair to promise me something you never intended to deliver? Cade slumped onto the couch. I can't lose this opportunity. I've already invested so much. Sounds like a you problem. I gathered my papers. The offer stands, $75,000 for permanent road access rights. Take it or leave it. We could sue, Mom threatened. Please do. Bailey would love to depose everyone about the land fraud. Dad stood up slowly. Sophie, please. We're your parents. Yes, you are, and you taught me everything I know about family loyalty. They left in a cluster of slammed doors and tearful accusations. Through my front window, I watched them huddle in my driveway, gesturing angrily. My phone buzzed. A text from Bailey. How'd it go? About as expected. Mom cried, Cade raged, Dad looked disappointed. I stayed calm. Proud of you. Want to get drunk? Not yet. Still have work to do. I watched my family finally drive away, then went to my home office. Time to file the official notice of road access restriction with the county. Bailey had the paperwork ready. My phone buzzed again. Shanice. Just heard from Cade. You really asked for $75K? Fair market value for commercial access rights. He's freaking out. Says you've ruined everything. I thought about 10 years of ruined dreams, of dismissed hopes, of practical plans derailed by family favoritism. Karma takes notes, I texted back. And eventually she presents the bill. I looked out my office window at the gravel road, simple and unassuming. Sometimes the biggest weapons are the quietest ones. Sometimes justice wears work boots and carries a property deed. And sometimes family helps family learn the hardest lessons of all. The security camera notification pinged my phone at 6:43 a.m. I watched the live feed as Cod's truck crept down my gravel road, heading toward his useless piece of paradise. I texted Bailey. Got him. Clear as day, timestamp and everything. She replied instantly. On it. Filing the injunction today. Send me the footage. I'd installed the cameras the day after our meeting, knowing Cad's ego wouldn't let him follow the rules. 3 days later, here he was, proving me right. My phone rang. Mom, before you start, I said, answering. I have video evidence of Cade trespassing this morning. He's just trying to check his property through my private road after receiving legal notice not to. The whole family is talking about this, she hissed. Your Aunt Ramona called me crying, said you're destroying Cade's future. Funny how nobody cried about my future. That's different. You're right, it is different, because I actually paid for my property. She hung up. 10 minutes later, my sister Michaela called. So, she said. I just got a novel-length text from Mom about your reign of terror. How's the weather in Chicago? Don't deflect. Are you really going through with this? I forwarded her the security camera footage. She went quiet for a moment. Is Kate seriously trying to sneak through? Yep, with a trailer full of construction materials. Jesus, she sighed. You know they're saying horrible things about you at the weekly family dinner. Good thing I wasn't invited, then. Sophie, don't you got out, remember? Moved to Chicago, built your life. I stayed, played by their rules, paid my dues. Look where it got me. Later that afternoon, I drove by the property. Cod's truck was parked just off the main road, and he was hammering something into the ground near the property line. I pulled over and got out. That better not be on my road. He jumped, nearly dropping his hammer. It's my property marker. I walked closer. The stake had Whisper Pines Resort coming soon burned into it, with Cad's name underneath. Your property starts 6 feet that way. I pointed past the stake. This is my road easement. You can't stop progress, Sophie. He gestured at the woods behind him. This is happening whether you like it or not. I pulled out my keys and approached the stake. Actually, I can stop progress. I scratched his name off the wood with my car key. And I will. Real mature, he sneered. Says the man sneaking in at dawn like a teenager missing curfew. His face reddened. I've got investors waiting. Real estate agents interested. You're messing with my life. Karma's funny that way. This isn't karma. This is you being a bidder. Choose your next words carefully, I interrupted. Bailey's already filing an injunction over your trespassing this morning. He palted slightly. You were watching? Security cameras. Welcome to the 21st century. I got back in my car, but he rushed to my window. Wait. Maybe we can negotiate. $75,000. Non-negotiable. That's robbery. No, robbery is stealing someone's future and selling it for $100. I drove away, leaving him standing by his sad little stake. My phone buzzed with a text from Shanice. Heads up. Cade's telling everyone you scratched up his property marker. Mom's having a meltdown. Good thing I got that on my dash cam then. You're scary prepared. I learned from watching them at home. I found a formal-looking letter in my mailbox. Inside was a badly written legal threat from some strip mall lawyer Cade had hired. I forwarded it to Bailey, who responded with several crying laughing emojis. Want me to send him the Bar Association's ethics guidelines? She offered. Save it for court.